Welcome to my channel, everyone. I thought I'd show you how I do my covers. This is a fabric cover. I reinforced it. I only use cardboard, but when you use cardboard, use gesso on it because the gesso stops the glue and the board from warping. So that's really, really important. There's my signature. I always use a cloth and a board. And because this is going to be the moving signature, I don't know what they call it, a swinging signature. So, what did I do with the cheesecloth? There it is. I use cheesecloth. It's really important to reinforce your or I think it's important anyway. Reinforce the where you stitched, you know, and the only way I know how to do that is by using cheesecloth. And not only that, it looks quite neat when you showcase your book. Now, I want my book to be flexible, and it'll be more flexible if I didn't stick it all down, because I want to be able to flick it open and shut any way I like. Now this doesn't really matter which way it goes on, because I got nothing in it. These are the papers I did the other week. I'm sure some of you will have seen the video. I did all my papers outside. It was fun. And I did a different technique. I did a technique that Catalina, you'll find her, she's a media artist and she's also a journal artist. So, hey, take a look at her channel. I can't remember her last name, but she's Catalina. She's an artist, like I said, and she also does beautiful journals. And she gives you that really, really nice rustic effect. So I'm showing you how I glue mine in. Because I want to have flexibility. So I only put glue just on the sides and on the little bit of fabric that I've got here. Because like I said, I want my book to be able to open wide, and that's the only way I know of opening it wide or doing more signatures. But this is not a very big book, so it should be fine. Move it down a bit. The fabric is the greatest thing, but sometimes you've got to move that little bit fast so that you can have control over your work. Now, I don't leave much space in my journals for some reason. I don't like the big gaps. So what I do, I haven't got my bone folder, so I'm using my scissors. And what I'm going to do today too is show you a little bit more on what I actually do with what I'm doing with the Bible journal. And we'll see how we go. Like, I haven't got heaps of times, but I've been practicing on some stuff and trying to come up with some stuff that will help me with my journaling. So I'll glue this in, because what I did, I've cut the papers already to size of what I wanted in my journal. It's gooey. So I'm basically putting it straight down. I normally sew my machine at the moment is playing up on me. I don't know why. And it can be annoying when it happens. So I need it to do some stitching, but it doesn't really matter in this book. See how neat that dries. We'll do the other side. And this will need more. Should really keep a bone fold at hand when you're doing this. You can use your scissors. It just till the glue sets. And this is some fabric I got from the thrift store, so it's even better. I've got heaps of this and I really like it. Can you see the flexibility in my book? Yeah, Kathleen has got some interesting ways of doing her journals. I used her technique with doing these pages, and they are done with paint wash and a layering effect by just painting on top of the others and giving them a shadow. You know, there's different shadows in the journal. Like I said, I did do a video the other week, I think it was, on the technique. Yeah, is that the right way? Yep. Nothing, because I've got it facing me now, so it has to be the right way. Because I don't know what I'm going to do to the front yet. So basically, that's my journal. But it does need more time to dry. So I sewn in the signatures of what I call my Bible journal. Now that's my journal of ideas. So when I come up with something, whatever it may be, because we have those blank days where we don't remember things we normally do, and so I decided to, whenever I do something new or something a little bit different, put it in that journal. So at this stage, I'm just making sure that's dry. I'll just close it in. That's not. Yeah, I just wanted you to see how I got it. And another good thing is what I found. I have lots of tea-dyed fabric available. Not now. Sorry about that. I'm just stringing that to show you the effects of cheesecloth. So there it is. That's the effects of the cheesecloth. I think that's settled down now. Because if you don't do your thing with the bone folder, but me, I'm using my scissors because I don't know what I did with it. You'll find that you've got a problem. Because fabric glue dries, but it doesn't dry as quick as you want it to. So there it is. And you'll see the colours of the pages, the shadowed effects, where I've laid pages over each other. I'm going to do something with those. Yeah, so I've laid pages over each other, and it's just given it different tones. Some have got gold in them. So I used, so you can see the gold in there. Sorry about that. So you see the gold in that, it's sort of, I did that with a bit of spray on the day, or it might have been in the paint wash, I'm not sure. There's the darker colours. See, they're all different colours. So, no, I was really happy with the way that turned out. So that's one thing. I've shown you how I do my journals. Now, what I come up with is some little techniques that you might like. So what I did is, I'll do it in a minute. So what I'm trying to show you here is I've sewed in the signatures of the Bible journal. So what I did with that is really sewn it and just come up with bookmarks. Well, I haven't decorated it completely, but that's a reminder that I can do that in a journal. Pockets I made. Now, I keep forgetting about these pockets. Ooh. Where are they? I had them. Okay. These pockets, the flipper ones. So I've done some fabric ones. So the fabric ones, I hope they fit, because it's very rare that I actually do them. I won't be able to do it though. And I like the grungy look, so I'm going to leave it grungy. I have to cut that little corner out. So, the old fabric glue. What would we do without it? Oh, it's a godsend myself. So, that's down. Now, I forget to do these all the time. But aren't they much better lined? I'll just trim the edges a little, not the stitching. You can see my sewing machine was working at the time when I started doing them, so I don't know why it's not now. But anyway, I'll sort it. So, that's one thing I can come up with. But how to decorate them, that was another story. So, I thought of I don't know if this is all right, but we're going to look at it. Just looking to see if there's something that might stand out. Because sometimes that's all you need, is something that might stand out and make it look cute. So, good old ink. So, when you have that blank day, that's the day you use this technique. You know, just go in your journal and have a look and see what you're laying down. Like, I'm very sparse with this glue because you don't need much. So I'm going to lay it like that. I'm going to lay that like that. And in between it, I want a little tuck here. But I want to be careful that I'm able to pull that up. Yeah. So I think it might look good there. So there's my tuck. Make sure it doesn't stick to the other page. Who's not careful with that? I do it all the time. So yeah, so I've made a couple of those. What else I did? I decorated an envelope to put in the page. All that needs is something to finish it off, and I reckon, I mean, this stuff's only about $1 for a whole roll, and I've used it and used it and used it. I don't know how many metres are in the roll, but I like it. Like it works for me. You know, not everybody's going to like having a black trim on their envelope with gold on it, but everyone that knows me knows I'm a gold girl. I love gold. And that's finished it off. So that's another technique, that's the Artie Mays envelope. So we'll leave that to dry. Now, what else I've come up with, oh, we didn't do, I've got to do in here. Just because I've got lace doesn't mean I don't get to do it. There's lots of ways of decking out your page. Using nuts. I'm just trying to think what I can use. I'm trying to see what will go and what won't go. But you get the idea. So I don't really have to go there. But what I did come up with, and I really, really like, is, so that's my chapters. So on that, I'll be showing you more in the next video. But what I really like, and what I was playing around with, and I've never really made clips before, but I've been making a lot of clips. And they're really cute. So I've actually made them up for Kelly's journal that I'm doing for her. So we're going to find one somewhere to clip it up. How's that? So that's a plain one. If I really wanted to, I could just slightly ink it and get some of that harshness of the cream, which I'm doing that now. Also, this can be all stamped. That's another technique everyone forgets, that stamping is a good idea. I'll show you a little bit of that journal shortly. So, how I did those is, I really like that. And I really like this. Won't go though. Wonder if the black and that will go together. Maybe. And this is the thing with all this stuff. You test run it first. So all I do is try and feed it through. When it wants to happen, I normally thread it through. I find them very stiff out clips and very hard to work with. This is a very hard one, but it will get in there. Oops. Wrong way. Sorry about that. It's just really, really hard to manoeuvre this the way I want it. So let me check the others. Which way did I do them? Okay. So it's got to be that way. Yeah, they're painful. Ours are so stiff. Like I'm finding it very, very, very hard to move them. So it's still wrong. Oh, that's it. We got it. So all I do is glue that down. To meet that. You can do it the other way around where you've got it facing you. But I don't want that. It's all sticky. Yeah. So now to find something that goes nice on it. Tell you the truth, I'm not sure of the black, but I do like it. It's like it's sort of orangey. So what I was going to do is just nip a little bit of the black and take it that way without wrecking the leaves. And I'll stick that on because I think that will go nice. Just got to make sure that clip's not sticking down. Okay. Like I said, I've never mucked around with this before, so it's a new thing for me. And I like new. Where's it? Oh, it's here. These were beautiful, Sheila, thank you. I got the bling from Boho Dreams. Just glue that down, make sure it stays down. Sticky. You can see a dash of black. I actually should have did a little bit different, but anyway, I like that. So the next one will be, I like these pieces. I think these are the go. What do I do with it? I had one more clip. See what happens when you want to find something and you can't find it. I like that one. So there's that one, doesn't look like I'm going to go far today. We've shown you the envelope. I've shown you how far out we can go with the clips if we want to. Tell you a little clip in it. So I'll leave that for next time. So these little clips are handy. Like they will hold a journal page for you. So it's there. It's only a little clip. And you can basically tuck anything under it. Now, this journal is the journal I'm making for Callie. The back's not finished yet, needs a lot more work there, and it needs the covers done. Again, I use the same technique, so my book is very flexible. I've done bookmarks for it, which will be here somewhere. And you know when I need them, I can't find them. They're there. So they're the bookmarks for this journal. I had an absolute ball making this journal because this is going to be lots of lace, and I'm enjoying that. Now, thankfully for the tips, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Again, you'll be able to tuck in there. So, what else did I come up with that's good? Got those pockets there I've got to fit in. I've still got to do that. Where's my other pocket there? And again, you'll be able to tuck. Now, like I said, because this is the Lover's Journal, now when I made these up, I don't know, you might have seen a tutorial on mine there, I used PVC glue, and it just made a big difference to my journal. Now, I'm just going to make sure I've got the right page. I'll stick the covers down. I've been waiting to stick the covers down on this. I just wanted to show you, like, using coffee dyed material, and I use matte. What do you call it? Matte board. You know, digital paper for my journals to stitch them down. I sometimes use Tydex, just depends. Depends what journal I'm making. Sometimes I feel that the digital paper is quite fine, like you can see. Now, what I also wanted to explain to you, everything that I used in this journal, bar one item, and the digital kits, they were from Kelly, was thrifting, just from thrifting, going to thrift stores. And they've created a pocket that will have a bit of design on it, it'll have more lace coming out of it. So basically thrifting, so that, thrifting, tea dye it. Like I let it soak in tea dye overnight, hang it outside to dry. There's my other page for the other section. This thrifting. And what I've done, because I want to create a pocket in this journal, I might choose, let me see what's there first. Oh, it should be alright. I've used that, which is again thrift store. There's lots of it. Like I'm using all its lace. There it is there. Like it's a big, big piece. So it makes life easier. This is a skirt that I cut it up. Like for me, that's working. Now if I wanted to too with that, because I've cut it up, that placemat, I can put that at the end of my pages as a lace. But what I like about this pocket was I was able to use the fabric from the lace, and I was able to use, let me think, I'll show you in a second. So the lace is going to hang out nicely and look cute. So for here, I'm going to use the middle of one of these. These were $2 and I think there's 6 sitting there. So I've just cut them out And see what I mean? So thrifting, I tell you, the things you find, you spend less money. Like I'd rather go thrifting than into a craft store because I know I am going to find lots of lace to cut up. I'm just amazed all the time what I come out with. There you go. And I've got bits hanging out of the book. So, I don't know what to do in there yet, but I'll be doing something. But, there's my page. And I think there's a journaling card in here somewhere. If I didn't, I might have took it out. Oh, there it is. See, the same with journaling cards. Just a bit of lace. Leave the sewing hanging out. Chip into it. And there it is. And that's one of Kelly's journaling cards. She's got heaps actually. So basically that's that. What else was there? I'm just going to show you today. We've gone on 30 minutes, sorry. But I did want to show you that you can get, as I said, we were talking about saving money on laces and stuff. Well, this roll's $1. That's all it cost me. And since I don't want to put, what do you call it, lace in this journal, I can cut out lace from that placemat because I've got plenty of it. But I'm choosing random colours for it so that when I have a blank moment and I don't remember I've got this, if I'm going through this journal, I'm going to remember I actually got this ribbon. Lace we all remember we got, but not ribbon. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with this, how it turned out. I'm just waiting for the cover to dry. My hands are all khaki because I've been doing multimedia work. So if I use that, I'm going to remember I've got it. And then there's that one. They're all $1. And most times I forget I've got them. I'm going to make up some more of those tabs with Sheila's fabric, just to remind me it's there, because most times I actually do forget that that is there. So the things I really like, I need to have them in this journal. So this journal, once the cover's complete, that will sit at my desk, and all these little knickknacks I've made, I will put them in there. So to be reminded that, hang on a minute, you haven't made clips in a long time, or what have you. It's so easy to forget. Like these clips I made, I started off with that and the clip, and then I just built onto it. So building onto a clip isn't hard. I just layer. I constantly layer. I'm just trying to find some that are finished. And there's quite a few finished. There's that one, which is going in Kelly's journal. There is a mess. That's going in that journal. Or another, whatever it may be. I thought I had plenty made, unless they're in the journal itself. I might have put them in. But I made heaps of these, so they're ready to go. Then I've got no excuse not to put them in a journal. Like I've sewed various photos and whatnot for them already. Sorry about my dicey video today. It's been one of those days that I haven't been able to get to it. But what we'll do, I'll show you Kelly's beautiful journal. It's not finished yet, but that's the cover. It's the Lover's Journal. So as you know, I'm going to finish that off because it's not finished off. It's got a pocket. We've done that together today, but look how gorgeous it is. Oh, there's one of the clips. How cute is that? Now this is not finished, so I'm only showing you partially what I've done. There are a couple of the envelopes that I've sewn. How cute is that? And if you notice, see the brown or that tea stain cloth? It looks much better. Started decorating a photo. Got a pocket there. Again, layered. Well, this is not going to be a big book, but I tell you, that's an envelope for the centre that will have to be decorated. Because I do that sometimes. Another layered lace pocket, again thrifting. So these are ideas that you can come up with yourself. Go thrifting. That's again lace from thrifting. There's the tuck there as I showed you before. There's another one of those clips. Another clip there. I just haven't found a spot for it yet, so I'll just put it there. Oh, that's one of Kelly's journaling cards. Isn't it gorgeous? And that bit of lace is all it needed to dress it up. So this is basically ideas of what you can do. Like I said, that tea-stained material is brilliant for my covers. Makes it look better. I'm sort of person that I like to keep things in order. There's, I don't know, I think I got that from Pinterest. But under page is gorgeous. This is a very beautiful digital kit. I'm making an envelope there, just haven't got around to it. This journal should be finished in the next day or so. There's one of my whatever you call them. Goes to show how many I made of them. The most I've made has been this time. So now all I've got to do is stick that side down and then start my layers. And that will be then complete once the layers. This bit of piece, I was on a journal page swap and this came from Ethel May. Thanks Ethel, I really love it. It actually went really well with Kelly's print and the laces, of course. So thanks everybody. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully I can come up with some more ideas for you. Today's been one of those days, you know we all have them, where nothing gets done. You try, but it doesn't happen. So thanks.